All right, folks. This is take 3 of 2 failed videos. So if I have a little bit of tood on this, please excuse me because I went for about 20 minutes and video didn't want to work. So I'm going to try to cut this one a little bit shorter and talk about a very special figure. Now, as you can see here, we got a lot of these Godzilla figures going on. And some of these are re-releases. I'm still trying to find another Gatorate. I'm trying to find another Gatorate. Find another Mika Godzilla and another Butterflyra Muthra. I was speculating with someone with a great Matt Frank. No, was it? Yeah, it was with Matt Frank. I think Mothra is possibly the very first female superhero in movies. So yeah, why don't you put that in your pipe and smoke it? So we are going to be talking about a very special figure here that I received in the mail, and it is something that I forgot about. I ordered it months and months and months ago, and it's almost as if it got shipped over here on a tiny little tugboat or on a canoe. And it finally arrived that I forgot about it. And I'm like, what is this? I got this very, very beautiful turquoise package from the land of Asia. And inside of it was a bag from the company. What's this company? Toys. The Toys company that everybody has heard of. And it says here, please recycle. So, yeah. Who would have thunk? China, huh? And I wonder if there's a knockoff Captain Planet from China. There is a little cat on a parachute. It looks like a cat. And it looks like he's very happy to be on this. I don't know, it's like a little Zeppelin. And there is a really dorky, stupid-looking bus in the bottom. So I wonder if the cat's going to try to bomb it or at least poo on it. So here's what I got, and I'm here. Drum roll. Do a drum roll. Everybody, do a drum roll together. This is a bootleg knockoff vinyl question mark Godzilla from China. Very similar to the 80s Imperial Godzillas. Back in the 80s, we didn't have nice Godzilla toys. We had big chunks of plastic that were bootlegs because we couldn't afford real Godzillas. Now, we did have a lot of bootlegs back when. I had one or two, and I had one big Imperial Godzilla, or was it a small one? I can't remember. I do have a small one that I left at the studio. I wish I had brought it, but it's very similar to this mold here. A lot of Godzillas looked like this. If you look at 80s movies, you will find Godzillas that look a lot. Get out of here! I'll recycle you later. Sorry. You will find this same Godzilla design. Now I like how it's got articulation on the leg. I had to assemble the tail. You can see his innards. Now he's a white plastic-like substance, vinyl plastic-like substance that I don't know what it's made out of. It's made out of pure cancer. And you can see it's already chipping off in several spots. But hey, it's a cheap bootleg. I forgot what site I got it on. It could have been one of those Ali somethings, or I had spent a lot of time trying to look for it because I found it once, ignored it, and I was like, oh, this is cool, I'll get this later, and then I forgot where it was. I wrote it down. I have this bad habit of writing on like little notes on pieces of paper like this and then putting them in my pocket, and then I lose them. And so I lost the site, and then months later I found it. I said, I'm going to order it now because I couldn't find it. It's not like you could look for it as bootleg Godzilla or anything. It wasn't eBay. And occasionally I'll visit these questionable Chinese websites and we'll find something like this. And I wasn't even sure I was going to get it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to take that risk. I'm going to spend $15 and see what I will get. And he looks like a big old turd. I like it. He's turd colored. He's Turdzilla. He's like, if you've been eating a lot of hamburgers with sriracha, that's what it's... No, I'm sorry, people. Look at his spikes here. They look like cactus. His eyes are a bright blue. And he's got some, I don't want to say there, but he's got bright blue. He's got some uh, blotchy red on here. It's just, that's what I like about these bootlegs and old Imperial style Godzilla figures. And I brought out a previously shown Imperial figure to show you. It's very similar quality, and just to give you a size comparison too, this is about 6 inches here. So he is a pretty good size Godzilla. He doesn't have neck articulation, unfortunately, but you don't need it. You don't even need that much articulation with a Godzilla, in my opinion, if you want a cool toy to play with. And that's another video for later on when I start getting the Nika Godzilla stuff to compare with some of the Bandai style Godzilla. I definitely probably would not want to get a Figure Arts Godzilla because they're too expensive. Never had the desire, but at the same time, you could pose them, but you get a lot of these joints. Now, when you have stuff that's like seamless, it looks more like a costume. Like when you get those seamless. Now, maybe in the future, that's the future of Godzilla toys. You get a super highly articulated Godzilla figure with seamless joints, so it looks like exactly like the movie, and you don't see any of these like the way you see on the NECA figures, like a Ninja Turtle, where you see all these joints that we kind of tend to forget about. But who knows? Who knows what the future holds? But these are still pretty cool in my eyes, because we can get these toys and just bash them about. You get 2 big dragons and hit them, oh, stay there. And so yeah, that's when I was a kid, we had a few, and I noted in the previous video that messed up is that I was watching a Seinfeld episode, and I forgot that George Costanza, when he works for the Yankees, actually has what looks to be a bootleg Imperial Godzilla in the background. And in one episode, these children were in his office, and one of them was playing with it, and he has like a big bright yellow. He has the bright yellow belly variant. So yeah, this makes me happy because I do not have a red or brown Godzilla. It's a pretty cool little addition to my collection, and I say one of the hardest things about collecting Godzilla figures is that you don't want to get rid of them. At least I don't want to get rid of them. I don't have any Godzillas that I've ever gotten rid of intentionally. So, when it comes to other stuff, Marvel Legends, I'll go and sell those every now and then. Some Transformers as well, but Godzillas I tend to keep because they all have a special little charm to them. So I've had a lot of these other Godzilla figures that I got in the back for a while. I still got a lot of Trendmasters, and those that know Godzilla figures know the Trendmasters. And there's still a lot of cool Trendmasters. Every line of Godzilla toys has something very unique to them, and I like that they brought these back. I look forward to the movie figures that are supposed to be popping up, and I can't find them at any of the Walmarts in my area. Curse you, distribution. I just don't. I'll pick up as much as I can. What I like about those is that we're going to get these little cityscapes, which is pretty cool. I like this color though. I'd like to actually make a custom Godzilla with one of the more expensive Godzilla figures that are out there, and do this same color scheme just as a goof. But yeah, I'd like to know what you guys think. Do any of you all have any experience with Godzilla toys? What are your favorite Godzilla toys? There are some Godzilla toys that, like, as far as Holy Grail figures that I'm seeking, because I knew I'd seen it back when we'd go to New York. When I was a kid, we'd go to these little shops, and you'd see all these crazy toys that you'd never seen. And back in the 80s, and I remember seeing a 2-headed Godzilla, and one day searching on Google, lo and behold, I found one, but not for sale, of course. And so those are things like that. I'm like, one of these days, if I can't find one, I will make one, by God. But yeah, I'm just very excited to have this, very happy to have this in my, to add this to my collection of crazy Godzilla toys and big rubber dragons. I just noticed that this guy's missing his horn, but it's okay because I'm going to get another few of these Imperial Dragons here. But it's weighty. I don't know if I'd recommend this for a kid because of the materials that it's made out of and the fact that all the plastic, but I don't know what it's made of. It's the stuff, paint's coming off and all that. But what I am going to do is get a satin acrylic seal and, spray this guy down. I thought if I put gloss, it'd look a little too glossy. If I do matte, God knows what the matte will do to it. But they do have these Krylon silk sprays that you can do that. I'm going to wait for a nice hot day here in Texas so I can go ahead and do that outside without having to worry about it taking a long time to cure. But anyway, folks, thanks again for watching Show and Tell What the Hell. Sorry that it's been a long time that I have made a video, and hopefully I will get to this more. I've been so busy recording. Just did some shows with, I did a show at South by Southwest with the legendary Complete, and I'm working on a special Complete action figure that was shown off at both the shows that we did. So I will do an extensive review once I'm done sculpting the figure's head, Kurt's head. Anyway, folks, again, thanks. And if you guys got any requests or anything that you want to see that's crazy, I do got some stuff. I got some relics, ancient relics from the 1980s, some from the 1970s, stuff that got passed on to me by relatives when I was a child. I got some strange, rare stuff that I keep in my collection and I love to have. Anyway, folks, take care, and we will see you later on.